Well, hello again, everybody. They are actually released the information on how this base acre um, allocation is going to work as far as updating your base acres. I'm going to take you through our farm, at least an example, when I log into the portal here, and I'll show you kind of what you can see in there and then explain what it is that we're looking at. And then we'll talk about some of the rules as far as like, hey, how am I going to establish yields for crops I never had yields for before, or what happens to my wheat yields if I go ahead and accept this increase in the base acres. So here we go. So we are on this landing page, which I will link in this video, or I sent you guys a link if it was texted out through our agency. But you can see on the search bar at the top, that's where you would go. If you scroll down there, it's going to talk about some of the rules with this base acre reallocation. And then we'll end up getting to this review base acres allocation summary link that you'll click on there. And when you click here, it's going to take us to the same login page that our farmers.gov account would log in through, which is that login.gov. I'm going to log into our farm account here. If you tell it to remember this browser, you don't have to do this verification except for once a month, I think. So I'm verifying it here just really quickly. And once we log in, you're going to see that I can click on every farm number that we're associated with, and we can see the base acre letters. Now, you're going to get these letters as well in the mail, I'm sure, at some point. But if you're a guy that's sitting around because it rained, thank God, and you want to just figure this out, you'll go into this portal. You go to the base acre allocation, go to KW Ag in my scenario, so we went to our farm entity. And then in here, you can see I'm looking at farm number 1696 over there. This letter explains what's possible with this reallocation, and then you can see all the crops we have history of seeding on this farm number. So this is a good example. We have a chickpeas, flax, mustard, and wheat history in here. And then it tells us how many acres that we have that are not allocated, so potential allocation, and how many that currently are. So this is saying we potentially could add 202 acres to this farm, and it would be split up per the percentages at the bottom down there. And the good news with this is, as far as your yields go, we get to retain the yields that are already established for the crops that we already have acres for. And then the new crops, like in this farm, we wouldn't have flax, mustard, or chickpeas as base acres that are currently established for this farm. It sounds like we'll get to use the county average for those. So that's that. Basically, now you can log in, you can see how your acres would be reallocated. Like I reviewed in that video, basically, if you already have established wheat and barley yields, this is just going to remix your acres, but you get to retain the same yield. So that's a good thing. One thing with this is it's possible, like us, we don't do a lot of wheat anymore on our farm. So they're going to look at 2019 through 2023. And if we had all wheat base, and now we've done barley, chickpeas, flax, mustard, we could end up potentially losing our wheat base out of this scenario if we didn't have any percentage of wheat mixed in there, right? So we'll have to look at this in a one-by-one scenario with you guys as far as maybe it's better to retain your wheat and not add acres. I will see the pulse crops, at least this year with the prices depressed, look like they're all going to trigger PLC as well. So yeah, it's probably worth adding more acres, and then you're still able to retain the yields like on the wheat that you currently have. So anyways, I wanted to just get this out there as we're getting a lot of questions on it, and hopefully this helps make some sense of this. And then I assume the FSA at some point will have a training or something.